I would like to bring up a real topic. A news topic, a clip channel topic. Everybody subscribe to No Jumper Clips.
Going crazy, by the way.
Nicki Minaj today posted up a article, a piece of an article that Hot New Hip Hop had written about her, and it's just basically like showering her in praise, which of course she deserves. Most credible female artist of all time in hip hop, no questions asked. At the end of the article, it says like, you know, as well as the contributions from other artists like Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B, Citi Girls, and Doja Cat. Nicki Minaj goes into the draw part of her fucking phone and scribbles in pink, very on brand, over all of those girls' names in the part that they wrote about her. Now, it occurs to me, it's just a screenshot of what you could see on your phone. You can crop that. If you know how to draw over people's names, you know how to slide it up 2 centimeters, and you wouldn't even see those names, and it's not then you're not dissing them. So to me, that was pretty interesting because that to me says that Nicki ultimately just does not have any respect for all the other top girls in the game, doesn't want to give them their flowers. I was really honestly surprised that she's still holding on to that sort of attitude, because when I look at a lot of girls in the game now, I see them encouraging each other and putting each other on and stuff. When I see Nicki do that, it really stands out to me like, damn, she still wants to be an island. She does not want to fuck with it. And she even did a song with Meg.
The island girl. Wait, but my main question was, why were they mentioned in the article?
In the context of the article, they were just basically saying these other important female artists also did this. It wasn't like...
But it also, like, that has nothing to do with her.
But like I said, she could have cropped it. I'll find you the sentence.
But I mean, shit, they could have just not.
But in reality, Nicki doesn't ever do anything to any other female artist unless she's provoked or if they said something about her in a negative manner or a negative way in the past. So, or they've done something that we don't know about. Like, she doesn't do shit like that to people. And she's just the greatest artist ever.
The part that she scribbled out at the end, I'll just read you the whole thing. This is the part that she posted. Yet, what's most astonishing and powerful about Nicki's impact on hip hop is her presence and sometimes the lack thereof. Whether she's going on an unexpected freestyle or guest feature run, giving a rare interview, or speaking her mind in a wild Twitter rant, Nicki Minaj's presence, be it oral, digital, or visual, is absolutely enthralling. And when she's on hiatus, you can tell. Despite the welcome contributions of women like Bip, 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 which I know who it is, but she scribbled it out. Over the past few years, female rap still feels incomplete without Nicki. So, to be fair, if she had cut it off before that part,
it wouldn't have made no sense.
It wouldn't have really made that much sense because it kind of doesn't complete the thought. I don't know, though, because, okay, you have to wonder if she considers herself to have equal levels of smoke with all the different girls, because I know she doesn't get along with City Girls, and I know she doesn't get along with Cardi. The Meg thing, I thought they were supposed to still sort of ostensibly be on good terms. And the Doja Cat thing also, like, isn't Doja Cat out here, like, claiming to be a barb and, like, making it blatant that she's a fan of her? I bet Nicki has either already put out a statement or is going to put out a statement tomorrow being like, it was no disrespect to those girls. I just didn't want to include, you know, rada, and, like, kind of justify it. But to me, like, bro, you're scribbling out a name.
It's like whacking out somebody's hood.
Exactly.
I mean, but why is it so crazy as a big thing when female artists do that shit? When male artists can do whatever they want as far as beef, as far as battle rap, as far as anything, and nobody takes it super crazy.
The thing is, though,
when a woman does that shit, it's just so like out of line.
But we think it's petty of her to scribble their names out because it surprises us that she would even want to do that. Like, to me, if NBA Youngboy had a fucking write up about him and he posted the screenshot and scribbled out like the names of like four, But
those female artists contributed nothing to her
but
career.
If the article said, you know, look, NBA Youngboy, which this is not really true, but if NBA Youngboy is like clearly influenced, you know, Lil Durk, King Von, etc., and then he scribbled their names out, nobody'd be surprised because we know they hate each other or whatever. With Nicki, it's like I think we're all surprised that she would have that level of animus towards all the biggest girls in the game. Like, who do you fuck with?
Okay, but look,
she's done
she only fucks with girls that are like a million times smaller than her.
Okay,
all the girls are a million times smaller than her.
Not Cardi B, not Meg. Like, they're at least in the conversation.
Are you what?
Yeah, but
in terms of record sales right now Cardi B shits on Nicki Minaj. In terms of ticket sales, I would assume.
Time.
Yes,
because
but
it's
I'm
a
saying
different time, and in these times, of course, but
I don't know.
in the time
No,
where
factual.
we was at, fuck no, Cardi B is not fucking with
I
Nicki
agree with you
Minaj
in terms
at
of the
all.
overall legacy.
Yeah.
Yes, Nicki Minaj 100% is Jay-Z compared to fucking Cardi B.
I would
But
like
Cardi
to see the
B
numbers
right
of their last
now,
2 albums.
You don't want to see it because Cardi B is shitting on Nicki Minaj right now.
But when
In
was
my
Nicki-
opinion, that's why Nicki hasn't dropped an album. Is
Yeah, I was
because she
gonna
doesn't
say.
want to have those numbers be side by side because it's going to make it too obvious that she's number 2.
Because
I
you got
mean, when you putting your foot down like that, means certain shit happen to you in the industry, man. And I just know, like, when you putting your foot down and you talking that real shit, man. And Nicki Minaj is a real one. She's a vet, man. She's legendary. And when you putting your foot down like that, man, and these industry cats, they want to do shit like that. They want to bully you, and they want to put somebody else in your spot. They want to throw the numbers.
wanna dethrone
They
you.
want to inflate the numbers here. They want to build the sales here.
But
man.
everybody
and that's what's
thought
happening to Nicki for sure.
Everybody thought she was like just being salty with the whole Travis Scott shit. That was her last album, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That
Very
was,
different era
I know. That was what?
because that's when everybody could still do the bundles.
That was 2018.
So if you were selling 150K or 200K or whatever she sold last time without the bundles, I'm not going to be making predictions, but I don't think
Yeah.
it's going to be as good as a.
But
as
think about it. That means what? Travis did like a ridiculous amount of numbers that time because
400 or something.
yeah, right, like probably 400 or 500, some
But he
crazy
was
shit
going
like
Man, you
that.
crazy with the bundles.
You got to see what this lady endured, where she came from, what she was doing, like who she was up against. Kanye West, Jay-Z, Drake, Lil Wayne. Like
she was
these
holding her
These
own,
young
yeah.
ladies are up against nothing.
Why would you
compared to
not
her.
say that all the ladies today are against those people? Not even them,
Who?
but also other people.
They
Cardi
kinda-
B has to compete with Travis Scott for people's
But
eartime,
she's-
right?
But they're putting them in a category with Meg Thee Stallion and Doja Cat and these other young ladies that's rapping, like, and they're not fucking with her. So of
The
course
only
they'll
per-
win.
Cardi
the-
B is.
The only person on that list that I think musically and like fan base wise that could even come close is Doja Cat.
Oh yeah,
No
she's-
way. Cardi B's way bigger than Doja Cat.
You think so?
I know you think she's cooler, and I know you think that Doja Cat is like the coolest.
Cardi B is
I
definitely
know you
way
have a
bigger.
personal relationship
Shut
with
the
her and
fuck
everything, but Cardi
But-
B is gigantic.
Doesn't she have more
she is
number
bigger.
ones than fucking Cardi B? If we really,
I don't know, but I mean, I know that when Cardi B drops another album, I expect it to be ridiculously gigantic.
How long are people going to wait for that? She's just going to
That's the
turn
thing.
into a social media
when
person
you're Cardi
again.
B and you drop a project that's that popular, it turns out you get to fucking coast for 4 years because nobody like.
I don't think nobody's really waiting around for another Cardi B album, though.
And if she drops a project and it's a dud, like we also were having
no
with
offense,
Roddy,
Cardi.
we also were having with Roddy. All of a sudden, his status in the game seems a little bit more in jeopardy once you put out a project and it doesn't do the numbers that your other project
That's not
did.
happening to Cardi
You're
B, my
only
friend.
as good as your last project.
That's
Listen,
not
listen.
happening.
That's
to
how
Cardi
people
B.
act.
Cardi
at
gonna
least.
come out and sell like 60K.
Hell,
Hell
no.
no.
Y'all tripping.
Are you
Hell-
crazy?
You just refuse to admit that she
Unless
would
she
sell
got
more
a-
than Yeet.
It is. But
Maybe
it
she'll
is-
get a Yeet feature so she could actually do some numbers.
No, listen, bro. On
It
some,
is Nicki Minaj, Cardi B.
okay.
In all time, yes.
In all time?
current popularity, no.
I don't know about all time.
In
In
current-
sales, no.
In current
Listen,
popularity,
absolutely
I would say
Do you
yeah.
have your iPad or your computer?
You want me? I
Listen.
mean, I could look it up all
I
day.
think-
It's just it's not even a conversation.
I think Cardi B, she came, she saw, and she conquered as far as her music and like branching off from just being like a personality. I think she over exceeded expectations. She did a great job. She is a fucking. I love her as a personality, but I don't think that her music career is gonna carry on to have that type of legacy like a
she
Nicki
never
Minaj.
needs to put
I
music
can see
out
that.
again.
That's what I'm saying.
Number
and,
one.
and I don't think she will.
Oh, she will.
She's not gonna
eventually,
drop.
Of course.
You think she's gonna drop another album anytime soon?
Yes,
Nicki?
because it's
No,
been
not
so
Nicki,
goddamn
Cardi
long.
B.
They both
yeah.
have to because at some point, like Cardi B's doing the Rihanna thing right now. It's like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
so,
But she's
I'm
not Rihanna.
So lit that an album could only hurt me. An album could only force people to reconsider me. Whereas where Rihanna is at in the game right now, her not putting out music for forever.
She about to drop the baby. She said, "Fuck an album."
But
I,
I
don't
mean,
give a shit what Rihanna album will sound
Bro.
like. I'm not reconsidering her for nothing. She's a legend.
Yeah.
She's
exactly.
sick.
But if she puts out an
Influence is
album and it does
crazy.
shitty sales,
I don't think that's possible for Rihanna though.
I agree with you for the most part because she's too big to fail.
Yeah.
But if she does put out an album and the audience just says like we
Nah,
don't
we
really
ain't
like it
fucking
as
with it.
much, that totally changes your status in the game. And with her, when she's already clearly like basically number one, why do that to yourself? Why take the risk?
Okay, like-
ride out the peak that you're on for as
that-
long as you can.
but that's what I'm saying. Like Rihanna does not ever have to drop another fucking lick of me. Low key, even A$AP Rocky don't have to drop music no
He
more.
hasn't dropped music in like 7 years.
Like yeah, probably like it's
Like
testing.
an album? I remember. Testing was like right when No Jumper started, and I remember listening to it a couple
Hell
times.
no, No Jumper started.
What's the year?
That shit came out at least like 20.
You have the worst sense of time and
Okay,
dates of
okay.
anyone
Look it
I've
up. Just look it up. Look it up.
A$AP Rocky
Testing. Maybe at least 2017.
release date. Yeah, it was just, I'm just saying it was super early on. Wow, actually
2018.
May 2018. So
2018.
yeah. Okay, fair enough. I stand corrected.
All right, but
all I'm saying is that like I remember listening to that album and being like, this ain't it. But
Yeah.
over the years, I think it's kind of proven himself because he keeps getting on these crazy deals and stuff that his career doesn't base itself on music. And he's another one where if he puts out a project and it does whack numbers, that hugely impacts his legacy.
it takes him away from legend status, you think?
Yeah.
I think so. It makes people reconsider his status. And I think because I pay real close attention, right? I noticed maybe...
Apparently not. You didn't know when the album dropped.
This is fair, but I have a bad memory. Maybe a year ago or so, I remember noticing that all the rap pages, I don't think we got it, but at the time, all these different rap pages started posting up like A$AP Rocky content that was clearly paid for. Like basically like which was the most classic A$AP Rocky album, rah, rah, rah. You know, like trying to like
Get his
make
name in the
everybody
conversation.
stimulate your mind and remind you that like, oh, this is a cool rapper that you used to listen to or whatever, right? And so then that happens. Then he drops a single. Then he drops like another single. And like I noticed that from my perspective, the singles were not really getting the attention that
I don't even know what singles you talking
exactly because they put out records and they don't connect and then they just move on. And so I think when the label is doing that, when they're dropping a couple tracks here, when they're buying a bunch of meme promo to see, that's when they're sort of like gauging the audience. Does the audience want to hear you right now? Or like what style of music are they going to go for? And it's, you know, it's tough to predict.
I mean, that's hearsay in the industry because Kanye's doing that shit right now. And his latest albums, his last 5 albums hasn't done anything compared to what he started off doing.
But he's
So
a legend in
drop the
so
music.
many other ways.
Yeah.
He is, but A$AP Rocky is too.
Exactly, and
Rihanna
that's-
is
He's
too.
on his way, yeah.
But I
it's
don't think-
it's the
But
same
Cardi B
shit.
is not there. That's what I was saying. Cardi B is not to that level yet. Y'all tripping.
But I feel like just Nicki Minaj posting that just feeds into the stigma that people say that she doesn't fuck with up and coming girl artists.
Which
you know what I mean?
that I think ultimately is the main reason why I was surprised that she scribbled out the names is because I thought that at this point her perception of the culture would be you can't not mention all the other girls.
She just dropped a record with Cola Ray. She just did a.
That's a good point. That's a good
She
point.
just did a song with Bia. Like she's doing
She did
her
a song with
thing.
Bia,
Like,
too? That's
they need to
fire.
stop disrespecting
That's a
my
good
girl
point.
Nicki Minaj. She doesn't have a Grammy like Snoop Dogg. This is like the greatest artist ever. Like
Snoop Dogg doesn't
come
have a
on.
Grammy?
Snoop Dogg does not have
but
a Grammy.
she
This
goes
is
and fucks with
crazy.
Bia and Coil Ray. Why? Well,
'Cause they're
at
from the
least
East
in
Coast?
part
Because
because
she likes
they're
them.
nowhere near as they're on the come up. So
Well,
Nicki
that's
can
good, though.
sink her
That's good
claws
to get in early, though.
And she's not going to go fuck with the girls who are already kind of threatening her spot. I'm sure she thinks of Meg as somebody who knows what's going to happen, but maybe she's like a real deal Nicki
So you
killer
saying
at
it's
some point.
wrong to go mess with the girls that's up and coming?
No, I think it's great that she does that. It's just to me it stands out that she's co-signing girls that she doesn't consider a threat.
Okay, look. Back to Meg real quick, though, because obviously they were cool. They did their song first.
Yeah.
I think she feels some type of way because WAP came out after that.
I'm sure that the Barbs could fill us in on, yes, and definitely I agree with that.
Yeah.
But I feel like the Barbs could fill us in completely on the history of Cardi and Nicki or Nicki and Meg not getting along.
And
I'm
you
not
got-
sure the exact
And you got to
play-by-play.
think about it.
I don't know why Vashti's here, but hello, Vashti.
Shout out Vashti.
Shout out
She
Vash.
No,
got her
look.
headphones in. She listened to Joe Rogan.
You got to think about it, too. WAP was like fucking way bigger than... I don't even remember
Hot Girl
what the-
Summer didn't do shit.
I don't even remember. I didn't even remember the name of the
Bro.
song, bro.
Hot Girl Summer didn't do nothing.
That's what I'm saying. And they try to like coin her whole little phrase and all that shit. And like, so you got to think about it. Maybe Nicki is salty about both of those things.
Hell yeah.
Like, oh, you going to go fuck with the ops and you going to go make a bigger song with the ops?
Okay, guys, we want to thank you so much for getting us to 100,000 subscribers right here on the Clips channel. If you want to support, please click that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 200K. Thank you. Thank you so much.